Hello viewers, Silent Service here, directly after the previous stream. Now, if you remember from the last stream, we had the annoying issue of right-click not working. Well, I've resolved the issue. What it took, though, was me borrowing my sister's mouse. That's about it. Yeah, and then the light crews should be, that I sent over should be now down into refits, and did that war stop? Yeah, it did. Seems that both sides came to an agreement because their budgets couldn't handle war. Right. So all the sea control ships are going to in being, and Lubeck and Karlsruhe can now begin their refits, seeing as they're in a port that we control. Where's the Ruhr? Yeah, the Ruhr goes to in being. I said the Ruhr goes to in being. I said the Ruhr goes to in being. Idiot game. Ruhr goes to limited then. No? Don't agree with me? Stupid system. War with France again. Ours in Britain go up, ours in Italy go up, ours in Austria-Hungary go up. Yeah. Everyone from Sadlitz all the way down to our newest ship in terms of active date all go to the in-being role. And we should, in a few months' time, have the war over and done with. France and Austria-Hungary are together now in war. Better 16s. Too late for the Motkas. Policy's still good. Finances. Seeing as our finance budget is enough for it, 50% research now. Hey Jack, and what the hell just happened? Austria-Hungary! Damn those idiots, they pieced out at the first sign of trouble and brought us along with them. What the hell? Everyone's limited. What the hell, Austria? I never signed a peace treaty. if it says, do we want to declare war on France? I am saying yes. There we go, back to war. Which means that everyone, I'll take that marks as well, should on the next turn be going to in being automatically. No, no one is going to sea control. Everyone is on in being and will only be on in being. Sea controls would just bankrupt us. Yep, the quintuple torpedoes are on the way. Cruiser design, bigger heavy cruisers, destroyer design, bigger destroyers, hull construction, arc welding. October turns to November. Interesting indeed. Okay, so 2 convoy battles. This is a destroyer against destroyer fight. I don't play those. And this one is going to be interesting. One of the new Admiral Hippers has its chance to shine. Just like the Wild Boys always shine. The Admiral Hippers will, depending on this battle, do so as well. As I always do in these battles, put the transports all in one fleet. That. One thing I fully realised is that this thing has an extra gun than the real-life Admiral Hippers and has more of them. Real-life Admiral Hippers had 4 twins for 8 guns, not 3 triples for 9 guns. Yep. All headed by the Brandenburg Pact. No, just the Brandenburg, not the Pact part. The transports are running while the Hipper, with her superior firepower to the transports, are nothing. Well, okay, the transports do have 4.2-inch guns mounted on the bow and stern. Okay, the transports are armed, but not as heavily as Hipper. Yeah, Admiral Hipper has got torpedoes on the stern here of 21-inch quads. And then the guns here are 10 inches in an AQX layout. It's a bit weird looking, but I love it. God, it feels so good to have a mouse that works, use a mouse that works properly. Even though I'm going to have to return it to my sister before she gets home from school. But the wonders of having this the day you have off from college. And then I have Friday morning as well. Free. But yeah, these light cruisers are new to the battlefields. Oh god, Hipper just took a torp. I saw the one that went behind, but I didn't see the one, well, obviously didn't see the one that just went ahead of the one behind. Their ships aren't even as good as my DS3's class. You remember the last campaign, my destroyer leaders I absolutely loved and adored. It's just unfortunate that they were wiped with the save. Come on out, French light cruisers. Right, Hipper, you're a detach from the rest of them. And no, you're not on AI control, you're on control of the Admiral in charge. Oh no. I do apologise, viewers, if you can hear like drilling stuff going on in the background. Oh no! It was a dud, it was a dud. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Yeah, I could end it here with action where Hipper's damaged, but let's see if I carry on what would happen. both Cerise. Yeah, we're knocking the Cerise down a bit on speed. You should be using HE. It's a light cruiser, not a heavy warship. There you go. There you go, Hipper. Got a better chance of doing actual proper damage to the thing. I'm just gonna end the battle here. Outcome a draw, and we somehow did more damage to them than they did to us, which I don't believe for a second, but game, I'm glad you're on my side for once with the weird and unnatural scoring thing. Heavy cruiser Admiral Hipper did recover crew. But I have noted some faults in the Hipper design. And how I'm going to resolve that is going to be in a new class entirely. Oh yeah, we have the modern battleship 2 and one which I believe was the one no, I haven't used the modern battleship 1 yet, but I'm not going to use that hull. Yeah, this is the hull I used before, but using the lessons learned in the Hippers, what is the more real life like Admiral Hipper, although this class is going to be under a different name, is going to be built with the knowledge of those mistakes. Using our Mark V guns of the 9-inch type. Firing 9-inch nails. Please someone tell me they got the reference to music from there. I'd be disappointed if no one didn't get the reference. Because viewers of my channel by this point should know that they have to be on the top of their game with musical references when watching my channel. Considering the fact I make music references quite a lot of the time. Bit of dog hair in my mouth. Just staring at my dog. Uber Funnel 1. Maybe a twin 2-inch might sort it. Single 2-inch. Okay. Now, oil's that. Oil is balanced. Geared turbines 2. No, turbo electrics. This is, of course, me we're talking about. I love turbo electrics and use them whenever I can. These guys are coming up to the cost of a battleship. And I haven't even done the armor yet. Who do they think I am? Insane? The only cordite I use is cordite 3. And that's because that is a lot less of an issue of causing explosions than normal cordite. A 12, 5, 5, 5, 2.5, 9, 1. and 9-inch the barbettes as well. Top is 1-inch. Go turtle back because that increases resistance. Orcs 2 instead. And then there is just outside my house right now a whole bunch of dogs barking. That is not good. Okay, how to reduce more weight. 4.5, the dex. I'm not reducing the conning tower any further. So maybe reduce that jet deck down to 2. And do that. Yep. That's the class. That is to be the hipper lesson learner. Only 4 of them will be built. Because, to be honest, I don't think our war is going to last that long. And so maybe if I build up a budget instead of spending all the budget, I might be fine. Yeah, the Gibraltar Defence Force is led by Deutschland. It's just Deutschland and 2 destroyers, annoyingly. Task Force. One of the Fionvilles has encountered a Lubeck. How fast does 19 knots according to the Jane's fighting ships? I don't know why they're in service, but what I'm going to do with Lubeck is torpedo run, then run. Like, torpedo run in and then head out for trying to save yourself. Moment. Okay, the back is still at your maximum speed. Go onto smoke screen as well. And until I order you to do more with them, actually turn off your torpedoes. We're already doing damage against the Fionville class. Well, they're doing nothing to us. Well, have done nothing to... Okay, we now have a fire. That's the first thing they've did to us. Ours is a Mark IV gun, theirs is a Mark III. We had the better 6.1 inch gun. Surrender now. Go aggressive. Okay, Lubeck, hard over. Hard over, let's see if we can get the starboard tubes in. Right, half the starboard tubes have launched, the other half didn't launch. I actually did a thing and it worked! Oh god, that's the most like Clarkson thing I've said so far. Well, one of the most. Why don't they rotate the guns to go along with what we're doing? Yeah, steady this course. And the flooding that they had solved has come back to kill them. Yeah. Downgrading the Lubeck's guns, the entire class's guns, from just this one's battle's results so far, seems to have been the best idea I had with these class. With this class. Here's the thing though, am I going to get a battleship engagement or battle cruiser engagement? I don't know. Destroyers, I don't believe we need new destroyers just yet. In 3 more months' time we will get quintuple torpedoes and then I can make my Super Fletchers 100% Super Fletchers with quintuple torpedoes. Yep. Another turn. Air gyroscope. Research. Has now given us the quintuple torpedoes. Which I'm going to do a one-off destroyer for testing the new technology first. It's not V79, it is research. VR1. VR-1. VR-1 is Research Destroyer 1, who we are using for the research of the new quintuple torpedo launchers. Longest length available, most weight available. Barbette here, I'm using the fishing trawler style barbette. Five, 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 five. Five. Now quintuple. 21-inch torpedoes make up the bulk of the firing stuff on this vessel here. This thing is massively bow diver. So, how to avoid that? Move the funnel to the stern. Yeah. Yep. This is our own Shimakaze, if you would refer it as that. Oh yeah. Bulkheads many, range, as we're only an into Europe destroyer. Turbo electrics, balanced rudder, sharp, everything to make steering better. Oh no, I need this at 35 knots minimum. Yeah, increased HE on the capitalistic sort. That. On that. With a reduced complement of shells. An RDF with sonar and with coincidence for not sonar for inch 0.5, 0.5, 0. Five. Topless on the armour. Look, the guns only provide splinter protection. That's what it'll be. Just thinking they don't add to the... They do add to the barbettes. Those back. Add those back. Maybe it is a good idea to do a small bit of a tweak with the main guns. Turn them into single fives instead. Considering the fact this is only a research destroyer and shouldn't really be getting into massive fights. Shouldn't really be getting into massive fights. That's going to be a famous last words thing. Oh yeah, reduce complement torpedoes, like I do with all my ships. Okay, could I maybe fit? No. Okay, that is the VR1. VR1 is a research destroyer which would be used to research the quintuple torpedo tubes. the V1 type. That's old, outdated, and no longer needed. So is the V17 type. Allow original type. No longer needed. So is Breslau original type. Nor is anything for the Kaiser Friedrich III needed. Close up my thing there a bit. Just thinking about it, realistically, we're going to need 4 research vessels because of the fact that the tech is still going to need full-on testing. BR4. And it would be quicker to get the testings done if there's more vessels to work with on the testing. And it'll only be then do we put the rest of our destroyers with the new weaponry. Okay. I think I'm going to force an engagement off the North Atlantic. Send out Ruhr and Orion. Then Kaiser is a part of the okay, so interesting indeed. Okay, now we have the ships that I'm going to force the engagement with. We're now sending them into the location in which the engagement is going to be forced in. The Mediterranean. Yep. And as planned, a fleet meeting has happened. Not as planned is the fact that it's only just a very small fleet we've encountered, but small doesn't mean it's a pointless attack. I've been up since 6 and I'm not used to getting up at that time yet. Alright. So yeah, Ruhr and Kaiser are here, both at different classes. And then Deutschland is not going to be following. Deutschland is going to go her own way. Follow the song by Fleetwood Mac and go your own way. Hipper and Orion, one of which is named after a Metallica song, unintentionally. Like Cruiser Kosher, detach yourself from the destroyers. The destroyers head in the direction of our foe. Going up to your maximum speed. So is Karlsruhe. So are those guys. So is Deutschland, the flag, which is the flagship here, and after the original Deutschland was scrapped, what's New Zealand, I should say, the flagship of our fleet. Right, yep. Bring your broadsides in. Ryan is working well. You have the option to avoid torpedoes, so you have orders to avoid torpedoes. You also have the equipment required to go to avoid torpedo mode. Yep. Oh, for fun's sake. Resource Stealer Hipper. That's what the headlines are going to say now. About the Admiral Hipper. Swap your target over. What the hell are the destroyers doing in a disorganized mess like this? Turn off avoid torpedoes, then. That should avoid a disorganized mess like this. Admiral Hipper threading the needle again. Basically what happened is the Hippos just rammed into two pieces a light cruiser. One of the two light cruisers here. Deutschland has been unmolested this entire time, I think. Okay, they're finally starting to realise that the Deutschland is a problem. Maybe I could upgrade the Deutschlands to 4s on the secondaries. I'm unsure of that front yet. Okay, Deutschland. Time to see if you're as great as the ship you're named after at dodging torpedoes. Oh, okay, we did hit one. But then again, that hit in an area where it isn't going to really be that much of an effect on the ship. No, they don't have torpedoes on board. They don't have torpedoes on board, they just launched. They have torpedoes on board, so... we'll end it here. The battle, that is. I don't know about the stream yet. Checking times. I'll play on a bit more then, end the stream. So, Deutschland, yeah, she did take damage. Hipper, resource stealer, obviously she gets damage. It just seems that in any naval warfare game I play, any ship with the name Admiral Hipper seems to be a pain for me. Or the side it's on, because of it getting damaged a lot of the time and being a resource stealer. Admiral Hipper is going to the scrappers. The research destroyers are being constructed still. VR is the designation I put for research destroyers. For those of you who are watching the stream at this point, if anyone is. Port strike. It's more than likely us striking them instead of them striking us, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's them attacking us at Gibraltar. Yep. Yep. Coincidence 5. Yep. Yep. Research. No more need to cover that. Cordite 3. Yeah, that might be helpful for me. Small guns, better 7s. Okay, internals, crew salvage. Special machinery. Propeller stuff. And then armor. So among the ports for Spain they've put in the game, they put in Cadiz, which is where the singeing of the King's Beard happened, if I remember history correctly. Ha 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 ha. I'll also resolve this one. How did 2 light cruisers cause heavy damage to a battle cruiser that well outclasses them? I don't know. And I don't want to know. Britain are losing transports, France is losing transports. Here's my thinking though. I think we might be getting a decisive enough victory against France that we can force them to the negotiation table. Yeah, better on GDP. Cordite free, that's good, that's good. Finances, research, I mean. Take off explosives. And focus on rangefinders. Just focus on rangefinders. The research destroyers are 2 months away. Into February we go. And I'm surprised we aren't blockading France. Like all our nations aren't blockading France right now. But it is what it is. Alright, into March, and no more encounters yet. I'm going to force another engagement. But this time, we're sending the big guns. Well, when I say big guns, I mean every single ship, because except for the Moltke class, every ship here we have doesn't have anything over 12-inch guns. And the Moltkes were only because they were under an escape clause. Everyone but VR3 will move because we need VR3 to stay as a research unit. VR3 will be conducting its research, well, all the VRs will be conducting their research off Helgoland. Helgoland, yeah, that's where they'll be conducting their research at. Kaiser, B64 and 71. Bremen, we got nothing there. Hamburg, we have nothing there. Yes, they've just left Hamburg. And then everything here but the VRs, because currently for roleplay reasons, the VRs would be heading off to Helgoland. We'll arrive in 2 turns, and last batch of my ships descend. We'll arrive in 2 turns as well. From Kiel, the 2 VRs here go to Helgoland. One of the forces took the other VR with them. I'll take that as they didn't properly listen to orders and went with the main fleet. Let's go. Cause more pain. Suffering and misery, suffering and pain, suffering and misery for France. USS Stingham was the 19th torpedo boat of the US Navy, laid down in 1899 and commissioned in 1905 with a displacement of 345 tons. It carried strong engines that provided a high speed of 30 knots for 2.24 inch guns and two 18-inch guns. Oh no, two 18-inch torpedoes, I mean. Not guns. Okay, all our destroyers here are in their own fleet. You screen the battleships, Kaiser and Pomeran. Join the formation instead of just follow. Moltke, you go your own way. You guys join the Moltke. And you guys go your own way as well. And everyone will have free press on them. For those of you who don't know, that just then makes it so that they don't have any issues of not following commands. Normal line abreast, please. There's Odin. I'm under the belief we have a whole bunch of torpedoes coming our way. Yeah, their guns consist of twin 8.6s and a load of others. Argonet goes down. Yeah, you weren't as good as my actual Argonet. Everyone hold fire now. They're going down. They've struck their colours. For only lost 22 crew members. Although then there's the crew recovery as well, so we're currently at 22 losses, and with recovery it's at nothing. So 22 losses. I say the loss of 22 men is well worth what we just did. Yeah. All you guys head home. Yep. That just goes to show how our Navy is more advanced. Even if we're focusing more on armour than guns. In most cases. I'm going to bring our older battle cruisers in for refits. Considering the fact the Moltke's had a massive refit. Well, no, they haven't had. Yeah, they had a massive refit with the 15s. Yeah, they need the better oil firing. Their engines are getting ripped out for turbo electrics like I was needing to do ages ago. Because there's the best, the best, the best. Good enough. No. Keep turtle back. Increased standard. Capped. I didn't sort out the shells on these. Cordite 3. Oh yeah, these are the ones with the 25-inch main belt. Gross 6. These guys will be taken down to 31 knots of speed. But they have been given extended life refits. Life extension refits. Month, well, 2 months of their life extension refits, but on another month. And end another stream. I hope you enjoyed the stream, viewers. Sound service going silent.